Maybe today will be the day I graduate the 8th grade. Now, look at that. Herbert Sinclair carved his name into it. Well, at least I got more money out of that, like a permanent upgrade here. Well, I'm going to draw the hallway, but the fact that the library is in the running here, I wonder if that means that if I draw the library, I might not draw the nook. I'll pick up a couple of items, one of which is the sledgehammer. I'll pick up the library, though. I did request a book from it. And here it is. Let's see. To the ambitious young architect, a fresh blueprint represents a world of boundless possibilities. When you are staring at a blank canvas, you have unlimited potential and ideas to explore, but with an abundance of options at your disposal, the architect can also become overwhelmed by the countless choices and decisions that need to be made. Should I draft a hallway or a closet? How many bedrooms do I need in my house? Is passageway really worth 2 gems? All these questions can compound, adding layers of complexity and stress to the design process. That's why it's even more important to develop simple and effective strategies that you can employ while drafting a house to ensure a successful project outcome. In this volume of Architectural Digest, we aim to provide architects with some of those strategies and even assist them in developing their own. Although many architects employ different strategies when developing their house designs, most of them agree on one guiding principle: have gems while drafting. One of the most common ways architects draft themselves into a corner is by not having the resources they need when opening a new door. If you lack the gems to consider all 3 presented options, you may be forced to draft a room you do not want. To avoid this predicament, focus on drafting in rooms that grant you gems, and prioritize acquiring gems as early in the day as you can. This approach is a surefire way to set yourself up for success. And you got to make sure you check if there are gems in the room you're in before clicking the door. I do this way too much. Think about saving some gems for emergencies. I try to only spend them if I really need a room. I will never draft a passageway on the first 5 ranks. It's a simple strat that has served me well. If you see any gems for sale in the shops, buy them off. Don't pass up the wine cellar even if you're not thirsty. There's no such thing as too many gems. I may have a bit of a problem. When you begin drafting a house, it's important to start each day with a solid foundation. Draft early ranks first. A very common mistake beginners make is drafting in a straight line north and ignoring the many unopened doors they have left behind in the entrance hall and rooms of the early ranks. When these architects reach the higher ranks, they quickly discover they do not have enough keys or gems to continue. Their day usually ends by returning to the lower ranks to draft from the doors they skipped, only to find rooms and items that would have made all the difference if they had only been found earlier in the day. As the layout to the right demonstrates, even a path of rooms that snakes through the house and does not go in a straight line can also be structurally weak if you are leaving lots of unopened doors on the ranks behind you. By starting each day on a strong foundation of rooms on the early ranks, you will have a much better chance of finding success when you eventually start heading further into the house. Another aspect to consider when planning your house is the order in which you draft rooms. For instance, if you draft the cloister before the terrace, it will be down 3 gems, but if you draft them in reverse order, closer would be free. Identifying a synergistic pair of floor plans is an essential first step, but determining the optimal order for drafting those rooms will provide you with an additional advantage, significantly improving your chances of success. Well, drafting the foyer first would unlock the doors in the Great Hall. Drafting the nursery is the nursery gives you 5 steps per bedroom. The bunk room counts as 2. And the office spread stuff, the conference room takes it in. This is interesting. The more items I have, the greater chance of being able to create a contraption in the workshop. I don't think I've been able to do that yet. 2-pair combos aren't the only forms of room synergy. You will find some floor plans only work by drafting other specific rooms. These rooms aren't powerful on their own, but can become very useful when their connectivity is eventually discovered. The utility class is a perfect example of this. It doesn't do anything by itself, but it can literally power up or down other rooms you have drafted in the house. And I think we figured that out, but apparently, if you turn the lights off in the gymnasium, you don't lose steps. The other 2 I did figure out, and only one of these I have actually laid eyes on, and that's the boiler room. One of the more simple examples, her ladyship's chamber has synergy with Lady Epson's other 2 rooms, her boudoir and her walk-in closet. The boiler room connects ducts from room to empower to specific destinations in the house. Laboratory, garage, laundry room, furnace, and pump room all have uses for steam power, although the garage, I can't see it. Speaking of pump room, this room controls the water level throughout rooms in the estate and can interact directly with the pool, aquarium, greenhouse, kitchen, and several other features located outside of the main house. Like what? Well, in the kitchen I can check which course is being served in the dining room that day. This will allow me the opportunity to draft specific rooms that will make the meal even more delicious. Besides counting as 2 bedrooms, the bunk room also counts as 2 rooms. This will increase the amount of steps granted by the master bedroom, the amount of gold spread by the tomb, and the amount of keys found in servants' quarters, which I haven't seen yet. Each time you solve a puzzle in the billiard room or parlor, the difficulty will increase slightly the next time you draft the room. Just because you didn't find any items in the room when you first explored it doesn't mean that'll be the case the next time you draft it. The day after drafting the freezer, it enters an automated cool-down refreezing cycle, during which it cannot be drafted for the next 24 hours. I wish I'd known that. If you're stuck or don't know what to do in a specific room, sometimes it's smart to move on. There are multiple ways to solve any of the challenges you will come across, and there is a very good chance that you will find a piece of information down the road which might help. When in doubt, draft rooms you've never seen before. Even if you do not think the rooms seem very useful, they may still hold useful clues and information that may help on your journey. Although with this volume we have provided our readers with many potential strategies and tricks to try, we here at Architectural Digest hope that aspiring architects know that there truly is no set blueprint for success. Forging your own path and coming up with your own unique strategies will, in our humble opinion, always provide the best results. Each architect has his own favorite room, or her own favorite room, or their own favorite room. They forgot that. Each builder has their own favorite tool, and thus each player in turn will develop their own style of play and discover their own secrets and tricks that they can share with the world or keep to themselves. Whatever strategy you employ, we wish you best of luck drafting and hope you build the house of your dreams. Okay, that was a lot. And admittedly I did find stuff that, I wish I'd done. I did kind of figure out that certain rooms go with certain other rooms, though. If foyer, then Great Hall. If boiler room, then laboratory. If greenhouse, then coat check. Although that's because of the item I have there. If garage, then utility. I'd like to graduate 8th grade, so I'll draft this classroom. This is the 1st grade. I've been here before. Take the apple for teacher. And the reading nook, well, I've already had the effects of the reading nook. I have the library, so I really don't need to draft this. I can redraw in classrooms, can I? Or is it just this classroom? I forget right now. Tell you what, I'll try redrawing here. Well, I'll draw another classroom because I really do want to move up. I want to get to 5th grade, at least. Oh, I can redraw. And the den's here. Oh, I need the den. I have a sledgehammer. Let me see. Is there a trunk in here? No, not this time. A classroom. It's 3rd grade. Science is fun. Apple for teacher. Wait a second. There's ivory dice here, too. Got quite a few redraws here. And I'm going to use... Actually, no, I'll use the classroom redraws. West Wing Hall, nice and cheap. Well, the corridor's always left unlocked. Yeah, I know, I'm relentlessly promoting myself, but I have been kind of painted into a corner here. Also, I'd like to scratch out a few rooms and not waste dice. So I can get up to the foundation. And I'll put the bedroom here. Again, there's nothing in here. This door's locked already? Okay, I'll put something here then. That's locked too. Well, it looks like I'm ending this day early. Well, I tried. Okay, I'm putting a shelter here again. In case of red rooms. Hopefully I won't forget it this time. Also, I want the gem. What does the pump room drain? Does it drain this? I don't see anything in here. I'd like the pump room. Just once, I'd like the pump room. Okay. Get the spare room out of the way. I like the laboratory, but I need the library. And a key, even more. There's the library. I've got a book request. I've only got 2 left to read. Sightseer's Guide to Reddington. Let's see, what do we got here? A lot of book-related stuff here. Except the commissary. I can put the study here because there's a safe in the study. Maybe I want the bookshop. It really depends. Bookshop doesn't. Neither one of these come up that often, but I'm gonna save my gems. Besides, there's a safe that I'd like to try cracking. It says 8 dates crack 8 safes. Which 8 dates? Yeah, all those dates on the passports started with January. That's why I figured that, I already read this, new artwork. Wait a second. Okay. Second room rank 5, assuming that I've got the shovel. That can be a big assumption. Okay, let's go here.